Okay, here I am back out in front of Micro Center. A rainy day here. See my umbrella up top here? Well, hi again everybody. Welcome to my latest video. Well, this is a quickie, filmed and edited and being put up in, well, it'll go up tomorrow morning, but all of the filming and editing took place today, which is actually the last day of 2020. For whatever reason, I got it into my head that maybe I should do one more time the Micro Center waiting online deal. Now, I've been looking at 3070. There are many different ones that are better than the one that I have. So that was part of my motivation to go there and see if I could find a 3070 that maybe was either the Rogue Strix version or something else. Although it was in the back of my mind, maybe I should just go for a 3080, another one, and return to 3070. Also, I wanted to look at getting a possible CPU if they were delivered today, which is the 5000 series, particularly the 5900X is what I was interested in from AMD. Maybe even upgrade this PC right over here and show you the difference before and after in terms of the performance. That was my goal. I decided I'd get out there about 2.5 hours early, like I did last time, maybe even 2 hours and 45 minutes. Left my house at 6 a.m., started driving down. I was on the path to actually be there even before 6:15. A rainy day. I almost turned back when I opened my front door and went outside and said, I don't want to get sick today. But my wife convinced me to take a nice big golf umbrella with me, extra wide. And I said, what the heck, I would give it a try for a few minutes and see what happened. Well, on my way, there was a terrible accident, unfortunately. I don't know if people got hurt or not, but probably they did. They actually turned us around. The police had the whole intersection blocked. I had to drive all the way around this big park we have in Nassau County here called Eisenhower Park. It was dark, early morning. I actually made a wrong turn. I didn't get to Micro Center probably for another half an hour. I show up there and there's several people online. I couldn't tell exactly how many. Got out there and went to stand online. Sort of the pattern is you go claim your spot first so that the person who you're standing behind knows you're there. And then I go to the front of the line. It was a short line. There was only, turns out, I was number 10, so there was only 9 people ahead of me. Went to the front of the line to find the list. There always is a list these days that has where you sign up. It tends to only be the first 25 to 40 people that it matters for. Beyond that, it's sort of hit or miss whether anybody's going to get anything. Also, there's a big hit or miss whether or not there's even a truck that had been unloaded. We have no way of knowing. They don't give you any sort of advance notice. It turned out that the truck yesterday was not unloaded because they had some issue at Micro Center. Not exactly sure what that is. There was rumors about it, but I won't spread that. They had 2 trucks worth of material they had to unload. That's what they were saying. And the line started building rapidly. I think a lot of people were slowed down by the same intersection because that's the main way to get to the Micro Center. And in this case, I went ahead and got to know a lot of the people ahead of me. There was only 9 of them and this one couple behind me. The line went all the way to the corner and looked like it wrapped around, which I later verified by going down the line to say good morning to everybody, because what happened was, I didn't know this, but it didn't open at 9 o'clock today. Or whatever problem they had yesterday was still lingering, and so they apparently even announced it on the website, I should have checked it before I left, that for today they were going to open at 11 a.m. I almost went home immediately as soon as I heard that, but it was already 8 o'clock, so I figured I already spent an hour there, or more than an hour, it's an hour and like 20 minutes. I might as well, see how long I can stand it. If it got really cold and I got wet or whatever, then I would just head home. I wound up staying the whole time, all the way till 11 o'clock. Actually, they started letting us in about 10 minutes before. But I got to talk to a lot of people. I interviewed the 5 people at the front of the line. Okay, I'm here with the first 5 people on the line here at Micro Center. I think they're definitely going to get something today. I'm not that bad off. I'm number 10 over there somewhere. So you're number 1?
Yes, sir.
What are you looking for today?
I'm looking for the 3080. I'm looking for the Strix 3080 OC. So if it's there, I'm definitely going to snag it. And that's what I really want. At first, I was not really trying to get anything lower, but if there's a 3070 and there's no 3080s, I might just take it. I've waited several hours for this. I've been here since like 4:10 or 4:15, so you know, I'm pretty ready to just get this card and call it a day. I don't want to ever have to do this again.
Wow. I think you'll get something today.
I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful. Yesterday was nothing, and that was a big surprise, actually, considering they got a truck. So we're hoping they're going to unpack 2 trucks and that everybody will be able to walk out of here with something. So
okay,
that's the goal.
How about you? What are you looking for?
Very similar. I was going for the 3070, but now it's going to be 3080. I'm also looking for that Dark Hero board, the X570 board. So very rare, but if they got it, we're definitely getting it as well.
Wow.
So we're just hoping for the best, and yeah, I got here right after him, like 4:30 actually.
4:30. Oh wow.
So that's it. That's what we're hoping for.
I'm sure you'll do well. How about you, sir?
Well, I was originally going for the 3060 Ti, but then I switched to a 3070, and now I'm trying to get 3080. And yeah, besides that, I also try to get one of the Ryzen 5 or 9 series processors too. I got here 3rd place right now. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, 445, and just hoping for a good day.
Wow. Good. I noticed a lot of people change their mind while they're online here, huh?
Thanks to this guy right
If
here.
you're gonna be here for hours and days, you might as well.
Well, as I told you before, I changed my mind when I got in front of the cabinet. And I was going for 3070. I saw 3080. I went for it. How about you, sir? What are you looking for?
I'm hoping for a 3080. I will settle for a 3070 if that's all they have. We're hoping for a 3080. Best of luck to everybody. Been here since 5.
Wow.
Can't ask for much more.
And finally, you, sir?
It's been fun out here in the rain.
Ditto, man. What he said.
3080. So 3080 across the board here?
Yeah.
No 3090s?
No. Unless someone wants to give me some extra cash.
Okay, well, thanks, everybody. I also got to know the people that were right behind me, although they didn't want to be interviewed. And then I went further down the line to see if it wrapped around the corner. And I ran into a guy there that when I said good morning, he said good morning back to me. He was within my age group. So I stopped and said, so what brings you here? And we started talking. Told him about some of my previous trips there, and he wanted to get a 3080. He's well into the line. He was probably, 35 people, 40 maybe, back from the front of the line. So even though he's a nice guy, I didn't think he was going to get a card. But somebody from Micro Center came out, but they only spoke to like the front 1 or 2 people there, and they said that they had gotten some cards today, but not many. We couldn't understand what not many actually meant. Could it be 10? Could it be 30? Could it be 60? We didn't know. So everybody was, the rumor went right down the line like a flash fire all the way to the other end of the line. Okay, here it is. It's about 10:15 now. We're all still waiting. The line goes all the way back here. Not sure if it's around the corner or not this time, but it's a long line. I hate to say it. I mean, after saying this, some of you are going to think I was crazy. Some of you may not just think that, but also hate me for what I did today. And I wouldn't blame you, because I had my regrets after it was all over. But when I got inside, they brought us back to the parts area and put us in another line there, and I was the beginning of that line. There was a sales associate assigned to me, and she, asked me what I would like, and I said, well, what do you got? And she goes, well, we have various 3090s, 3080s, 3070s, 3060 Ti's. And I said, oh, really? It sounded like that Friday when I really scored, right? And then I said, so which brands do you have? I mean, do you have any like Asus ROG Strix on any of those? She goes, no, we got no Asus at all in there today. She started sounding off some of the other ones. There was a couple there that were interesting, but they're more for show than for performance. So I wasn't, that thrilled by it. And I asked, had you gotten any 5000 series processors from AMD? And she goes, oh yeah, well, we got some 5950Xs. I was going for either a 5800X or a 5900X. That was the ballpark that I was looking in. And it's not just the price, but there was no point in me trying to go for, what a 5950 had and then pay an extra 50% premium on top of that. And I didn't see the point. That wouldn't be a processor I would ever use. It would be like me buying a 3090. I know some people would do it either way, processor and or video card, just so that they have the best, but that's not my main motivation. I wanted to have something that performed as well as it could for me. Having the extra cores on that, yet a slower clock rate, because I did do my homework a little bit on it, didn't seem like that would be something that would be worth the extra money to me. The long and short of it, I said, well, thanks anyway, and I headed out the store. Also forgetting that I was there to buy something else. I You know, I guess I was somewhat disappointed in myself as I did that. I didn't know whether I should turn around and go back, and I decided not to, and I just headed out the store. Waiting outside was still most of the people, and it looked like the third group, they had not let them in yet. And the guy asked me at the front of the line, so what, they ran out of cards? And I said, oh no, they got plenty. Oh, which ones do they have? So I stopped and told the first few people in line, well, I know that when I was there wasn't many people online after me. They had everything in terms of the 3000 series. 3090s, they had 3080s, 3070s, 3060 Ti's, they had it all. I don't know what quantities of each, but I saw the papers they had stacked and there was several of each. So they got thrilled. And the one guy about 3 or 4 back from that new line said, the 3080s, you saw some? I said, yeah, they had several of the papers there, but I chose not to get them. Okay, here I am back at Micro Center about 4 hours later. I forgot to get what I came here to get in either case. I guess I was, for whatever reason, in a rush to get out before. So I'm back here again, and I'm going to see what it looks like. Okay, looks like all the shelves are empty. So I guess all the stuff that arrived this morning has been sold out. Anything over here? Anything on the AMD side here? Nothing. The standard, not the stuff in high demand. Anyway, that's what happened today. As you saw in the interviews of the first 5 people, it was interesting. Everybody there across the board wants 3080s. I hoped as I left that some of the ones later in the line that I talked to would get it. And then sure enough, I had passed my card from my channel out to several of the people, not across the board, but the ones I talked to that were the top 5, the 5 leaders in the front of the line. They got it. Talked to a guy later in the line, the guy I didn't think was going to get it, which was like 40th in line. He actually posted a comment on one of my videos that he actually got it. He got the 3080. So that thrilled me. So I just wanted to let everybody know the story, and I don't know if you've gotten anything out of this video or not. I still say Micro Center, going there early and waiting in line is the best way to get the cards and get processors even. I'm not sure if they have a full line of those available yet, but obviously they had some today. And just wanted to pass that along and share my experience with this, and hopefully some of you learn something from it. If you got something out of this video, I would appreciate it if you at least consider subscribing to my channel. That would be very helpful. Well, until the next time, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.